The 7 stages of getting over a breakup. If this is your first breakup, then brace yourself, because it's going to be intense. And it might be one of the hardest things you have to go through. But let me be that light of hope, letting you know when it's all said and done, you'll be okay. Trust me. So, welcome to my channel. Peace of D's. I just want to say thank you so much for being here. It means a lot. This is probably one of my first YouTube videos ever, and I'm going to pour my heart into it. So these are going to be the 7 stages of getting over a breakup. It's not easy, but it's worth it. The only way to get to it or through it is to do it. So let's get into it. Stage 1 is absolutely no fun. Denial. You do not believe that this is your current reality. And they often say a lot of our negative emotions, such as depression, anxiety, is a result from our resistance to our current reality. So trust me, stage 1 is not going to be a fun time, but it might be better than stage 2. It gets a little bit more intense, which is pain. You actually start to feel it. It's insane. You start feeling the emotions. It's very much painful to the point where it might feel like being stabbed. They say the painful state with our emotions is no different than physical pain. Our brain cannot differentiate between the two. And next stage might be just as worse as pain. It's blame. You start pointing fingers at the other person for leaving. They gave up on you, right? Can you blame them? In this stage, yeah, you can. And oftentimes you blame yourself too. Start beating yourself up. How could you have done better, right? Figuring out ways for you to maybe win them back, which actually rolls you into the next stage. Bargaining. Maybe you start buying them flowers, right? Hitting them up, flowering them, not flowering them, but pouring compliments with them, affection, acting in ways that you should have been acting way before the relationship failed. And oftentimes it feels as though maybe you might be winning them back. They might be second guessing things on their end because you're seeing a better side of you. But I'm gonna break it for you. Sorry to break the news, but it's technically a facade. Because all this behavior, the flowers, the some may say love bombing, you're doing it for them. You're not doing it for yourself. And oftentimes it's easy to do the right things, but for the wrong reasons. And if that's the case, it won't stick. But guess what? Stage 6 is where it starts to stick. Acceptance. You start accepting the fact that relationship is over. You're ready to move on. It's not easy, but it's the first step and actually the healing process. I mean, technically you're in the middle of it, but this is the first step of you realizing where you're going. And ultimately, stage 7 is stage 1 is denial. Stage 2 is pain. Stage 3 is blame. Stage 4 is bargaining. Stage 5 is acceptance. Stage 6 is rebuilding. We're back on track. You know what? I'm just going to post the whole thing. Who cares? You guys are on this journey with me. First version, first video with the mistakes, and now I'm only human. So hey, I might edit this out. I might not. We're going to see how we feel. Anyways, stage 6 is rebuilding. You start rediscovering yourself. You start doing the things that you used to love doing before the relationship even happened. Working out, maybe club soccer, club rugby, club flag football, some activities and teams and things that you used to partake in before the relationship was even a thing that you might have given up. Losing pieces of yourself. Now you're finding them again. And stage 7, you're at the gates of heaven. Moving on. you start dating again, putting yourself back out there, realizing that, guess what? The relationship failing, it not working out with them, was a valuable lesson. And you realize that they're not the one, but you're excited to find them. You're excited to find the one, and you're moving on. You've accepted the lesson that you've learned, and you start applying it to your current present, your current circumstances, and you're ready to find your soulmate, find your person. And those are the 7 stages of getting over a breakup. They're in no real order. That's just the generic order. It's not linear. There's no time frame. Sometimes it might take you 7 months. Hopefully not, but maybe 7 years. 7 weeks, 7 days. You go at your own pace. It's your own race. And you'll get through it, like I said. At the end of the day, when it's all said and done, you'll be okay. And be grateful for that. So thank you for coming to my page, my channel. Piece of Dees. Ultimately, the community that I've built right now of like-minded men seeking positive change is called Pieces to Peace. And it's to exemplify the fact that after a traumatic incident such as a breakup, heartbreak, losing a loved one, insert said trauma, we're often left in shambles. That being said, at the end, technically at the beginning of our journey, our goal is to take these pieces when we feel shattered and put it back together to ultimately lead us to the peace we once had prior to the said incident. And that's the journey of pieces to peace. So if this sounds like something that you want to embark on this beautiful journey, then schedule a Zoom call with me. I want to hear your story. I want to hear your challenges. And I want to see if you'd be a good fit to be part of this community. So that being said, thank you so much for being part of this journey with me. And like I said, regardless of what stage you're in, whether you're already through it or you just started, you're going to be okay. And you're not alone. Peace from Dees.